Hey, thanks for checking us out. This is yourlocalnote.com. We've got another brand new podcast for you. Got another local artist that we're going to be hanging out with tonight. It's Fresh, a rapper from Philadelphia. We're looking forward to it. We're going to start off with a song called Wave Your Towel. And if you're a Phillies fan, you're going to love this on yourlocalnote.com. Okay. That's good. All right. Now we'll come back, and then we'll get into it. Okay, the song is called Wave Your Towel. That's by Fresh, and this is yourlocalnote.com, where you can find out all about the local artists here in Philadelphia. That's what we specialize. Philadelphia and the surrounding counties, we want to find out and talk to all the local artists in the area. And tonight, we're featuring Fresh from Philadelphia. Fresh, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's talk about Wave Your Towel. Obviously, you're a Phillies fan.
Die hard.
So they inspired you.
Yes, I was actually sitting at work, and I was having thoughts of doing a Phillies track, and I wrote it down on my lunch break, and I went to the studio that night and I recorded it, and Rob Federici put it together. He's a real good producer out in Cherry Hill. Okay. And he put it together, and I thought the whole rally towel thing was pretty big in the stadium. And I had envisions of pushing the record. So I was saying maybe if they picked it up while they're playing that rally towel.
Why not?
I was at game one, so I figured maybe they'd pick it up and you'd hear it. But either way, people love to wave the rally towels.
Okay, game one, Cardinals and Phillies, that which is turning into a good series. Yes. All right, so we talked about the song. Now let's talk about you and your career. You're a young guy, 22, but you've been doing this for a while.
Yes.
When did you start writing and rapping?
I started out about 13, and I was just, mess around and say stupid stuff, and I kept doing it. And one day, I just had people say, you're actually good at what you do. Maybe you should try to do something with it. So I started going to Rob Federici and, recording stuff and making singles here and there, and just freestyles on other people's beats. And then I said, I put a lot of time into it, and it's an expensive hobby. I said maybe it's time that I start trying to make some money off it a little bit. Okay. So then I just started getting serious with it. I got a CD coming out soon. My first CD. It's called Refreshed.
Refreshed.
I'm not sure. I was aiming for the end of October, beginning November, but I'm not sure exactly yet the release date.
Still got to mix it down a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. Did you write all the songs on it?
Yes.
Okay. When you find out a date, please let us know so we can put it up on our website.
Definitely.
We always like to do that. All right. So let's talk about your writing. Who was your influences then as you were getting into this business growing up? Who would you listen to and say, I like their style?
Eminem. I listened to Run DMC. I listened to 50 Cent was a he's a big inspiration to me. Just the stuff he was able to do in such a short period of time, coming from nothing. Tupac, only because he always, it wasn't just hip hop to him. He rapped about things that were going on in his life.
Okay.
And basically, I listen to all types of music for inspiration. So, I get ideas from everything.
Now, when you're writing a song, it's mostly lyrics. You're not into the music part yet. Do you have to sort of get some help for the music piece?
Yeah. What I do is I'll sometimes I take a beat to the studio and I say I want something not the same, but like just to give him an idea of what I want.
Sure.
Or sometimes he'll just make it from scratch.
Oh, okay. And then, so do you have the words first, and then you're looking for a beat, or do you listen to a beat and say, oh, I can come up with something with that?
I like to write the lyrics to the beat. I think it flows better.
Okay.
But like I said, I'll write lyrics just whenever I say something in my head because I don't want to forget it. I'll write it down. Okay. And I'll create a song, and then I'll go there and I'll try to find the right beat for it.
Okay. So you get the lyrics there, and then try to match it up. Do you depend a lot on your producer to help you out with that?
As far as making the beat, kind of, because it gets expensive. Like buying beats off actual producers that do it, they want like from $300 to $600 for an exclusive.
Really?
And then it's all internet, so you don't know whether they're gonna sell you the beat. There's no contract. They're gonna sell you the beat for $500 and then sell it to somebody else. So what I like to do is I'll find something that I like, and I'll take it to Rob, and I'll say I don't want the same exact thing, but same kind of feel. And
Okay.
then he'll improvise and do whatever he does.
Puts it together.
Makes magic.
Then, yeah, makes magic, and then you come up with some money for him. But he
Yeah.
then can, if he wants to, sell it to someone else.
He can.
He can.
Rob?
Yeah.
No, he can't sell it to anybody else.
Oh,
it's
okay.
exclusively to
you.
that session. Yeah, I get a receipt and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. All right, let's get to our second song here. What would you like to feature for your second song?
Second one, we could play "Drink It Out the Bottle."
Drink It Out the Bottle.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. What is that about?
It was just a party concept. You know, people like to go out and they like to, you know, just have a good time. They like to go nuts. So I said, I made a song called, like, you know, forget buying shots, just drink it out the bottle. You know? You know?
I can relate. I like that. I like that attitude. All right, this is fresh on yourlocalnote.com, and the song is called Drink It Out the Bottle. Okay? Drink it out the bottle. All right. Let's go. Okay, let's come back. The song is called Drink It Out the Bottle. My name's RJ McKay. This is yourlocalnote.com. This is the place where you can find out all about your favorite artists here in Philadelphia and the surrounding counties. We want to hear from you. So when you listen to this podcast, if you'd like to tell us what you think of the podcast, what you think of the site, please do that. The email address is ylnph13@gmail.com. Let us know what you're thinking about what we're doing here. Really appreciate it. We're hanging right now with Fresh, and we just finished up with Drink It Out the Bottle. And now let's talk about, you got a new album coming out, you hope sometime this winter.
Yes.
It's called Refreshed.
Yes.
How many tracks on there?
I'm looking at probably 13 and then 3 bonus tracks. So
Oh,
approximately
okay.
16 tracks.
Have you written all the songs to this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wrote all the songs.
Okay. How many songs did you write before you had to pick the songs that will be on this album?
I just honestly I wrote there's songs that I've written, but I knew specifically I didn't want to put them on the album, so I just give them out for free on the internet.
Okay.
Kind of get a buzz up a little bit.
Sure, a little promotion. I got it.
And then the ones that I wanted specifically for the album, I just lined up, and they won't come out until the album's ready.
Okay. So you've written a bunch of songs.
Probably about right now I have about 15. All 15 won't be on the album.
Okay.
Just a select few of the 15.
Okay. And then do you ever record someone else's songs, or it's only yours?
You mean like
If someone else wrote the lyrics, would you record that?
If I felt the lyrics were good and it fit me, yes, I would put it.
Okay. It's all about what believing in the song.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Very good. How involved were you in the process of making this album as far as producing it? And I know you wrote the songs. The beats come from Rob. As far as the final product is concerned, are you listening to how he's mixing everything together?
Yeah, I'm always there when he does it.
Okay.
What we do is we'll lay out. Like last night, I actually just had a 5-hour session with him.
Okay.
So I watched him do everything. He'll ask me, "Do you like this?" And then I put my 2 cents in, and if I don't like it, I tell him, and he'll rearrange it.
Okay.
But for the most part, he makes magic, so I don't really have to tell him.
Okay. He's been doing this a while.
He's good. He
Okay.
actually produced Pretty Poison.
Okay.
Sold over 500,000 copies of their single.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm hopefully I'm with the right man.
Well, he's got some good experience there. All right. So, do you find that intimidating in a way? Because let's face it, you're still new to this business,
Right.
even though you've been doing it for a while. But now you're, as you said, you did it for fun. Now you're doing it as a business. You're still new to it.
I don't really find it intimidating, only because I know that if there's something I'm not doing right, I have the right person criticizing me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. You trust him then.
Yes.
That's got to be a big relief for you then.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything that he, let me see and I'll edit this because I'm stumbling all over the place. Is there anything that you two sort of didn't agree on, and then you had to overrule him?
He's got more of, he's not exclusively a hip hop producer.
Okay.
And he's in his 40s.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not sometimes aware of some of the things I say.
Sure.
Or a feel that I'm going for. So
Sure.
I'll just explain to him
Why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And then
he'll
gets it.
understand, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things that happens in this industry, because it's constantly changing.
Yes.
And I think as you get older, And I've been in your shoes as far as being the young person in the room, doing whatever, being in radio and stuff, and as we put together promotions or whatever we're doing, and adding my 2 cents and having the veterans look at you going, really? Shut up. So I know how you're sort of treading on water, because you don't, especially since you respect him so much, you don't want to cause any friction. You don't want to insult him, but at the same time you want to stand up for what you believe in, which is important for what you do.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of what, from what I can gather, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, belief in your songs, belief in what you're writing, is really important in the rap world.
It keeps you motivated.
Uh-huh.
And you need stuff to keep you motivated, because there's times where I've been so unmotivated, where I said, I'm not going anywhere with this, and I just, it took me out the game early, basically. But then, I was able to eventually, write some new stuff, hear some new beats. People like Derek around me, very positive influence.
D.Chapelli. We always want to give a shout out to D.Chapelli.
He, got in my ear a little bit, and I started back up again, and I found the motivation again to do it.
Excellent. Okay, so talk about your third song. What song do you want to feature as the third song here on the podcast?
Greatest Alive.
Greatest Alive. Okay, let's talk about Greatest Alive. What is it about? Why did you write it?
There's times where you can feel very unmotivated, so I wanted to make a song about my ups and downs of how I was unmotivated, or people didn't believe in me, and I also felt that without being cocky or arrogant or anything, whatever you're doing as a person, whether it's rap or R&B or just a regular everyday job, you should always think that in your head that you're the greatest at what you do, because it keeps you afloat, keeps you motivated.
Positive mental attitude towards anything you do in your life.
Yes.
Okay. You talked about dealing with some people that didn't believe in you. That's got to be tough. I mean, again, we touched on touch base on the fact that you are still young in your career.
Yes.
That's got to be kind of tough in dealing with people who are not
who
are negative towards you in this.
It is. For the most part, I try to keep the negative out of my circle. I got a good sense of who I should be around, who I shouldn't be around.
Mm-hmm.
Derek, he's very positive influence.
Always giving a shout out to D.Chapelli.
My friends, Andrew, my family's supportive of me.
Okay.
And just everybody that's supportive of me, I have no problem keeping them around.
Excellent. Okay, it's called Greatest Alive. This is fresh on yourlocalnote.com.